following up on yesterday's news that Amazon had listed a bunch of Switch titles for an upcoming Nintendo event and then proceeded to slowly remove them, we now have new information that leads us to believe that this event actually is taking place, and very soon. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from Switchforce. Gabe is here, and on the ResetEra forums, where they're discussing the 18 unannounced Nintendo Switch games that were added to Amazon and then removed, John Harker, who is a community member that knows things, self-proclaimed knows things, and has apparently leaked some info and some NPD numbers before, said, "I knew it was scheduled for the 11th, though I've been on vacation for a while, so I don't know if any of the timing has changed because I've been out of the game for a bit and haven't bothered to talk to anyone about it." Then, that on its own is one thing, but then famed Nintendo informant Emily Rogers, who is an administrator over at ResetEra, says John Harker is telling the truth about the 11th. She also mentions that SNK has a Switch title in development, but she cannot say any more. And this leads us to believe that the 11th is the date, or at least at one point was the date, which most likely is still the date if we believe these people. And I think Emily Rogers' affirmation gives this a whole lot more clout than just a random forum post.
Yeah, I mean, she's been right an awful lot in the last year or so, and she did say that she was like going away from doing rumors and stuff like that, but it seems like she can't stay away for too long. The 11th seems like a good day, right? It's not too far in the month. It's pretty early on. It gives time to build excitement, maybe even drop something like at the end of January, if at all possible, although I doubt that happens because Bayonetta is so close in February. But I hope this is real. And you put your detective hat on, and you look back as far as you could to see if she had ever made reference to anything before, and she hadn't. But she's seemingly confirming this. The SNK game, they do say it's not King of Fighters, which is what SNK is like mostly known for. Although they do a bunch of other stuff. But
right, and I don't know if that's tied to this event. I just thought again that's an interesting confirmation that confirms that there's a lot of stuff going around right now about the Switch. And if we look calendar-wise, January 11th is a Thursday, which means that this would need to be announced this week and most likely soon. So we'll probably find out in the very near future if this is legitimate or not. But it seems to be looking like the 11th is the date. And I think that's a good date. We talked about it probably wouldn't be at the end of the month because that's quite a ways away. We don't really know what's going on. We really have no retail releases on the horizon. Bayonetta in February, some ports, Payday 2 in February, but not really anything for January, and not a whole lot behind that. Also, John Harker, if you're curious, had knowledge about the clickable Wii U gamepad sticks back in the day. So he is a long-time industry man, and we are wondering what you men and women think about this January 11th date. If you're pumped for it, hopefully it pans out to be true, and hopefully this gets you excited, because I think that's fantastic if we get a direct very soon, even before the midpoint of the month, and it should really kick things off with a bang. And based on that Amazon posting that was, of course, subsequently removed, but if we were to believe that at some point that had validity and then it was asked to be taken down or was just placeholder and then, removed for a later date, that this is going to be a pretty big event. It's supposed to be a direct based on the ResetEra thread, not a live event, but that doesn't mean that this can't be a big blowout for the beginning of 2018.
Yep, exciting time, Zach.
Exciting indeed. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch. We'll keep you posted on this January 11th date, let you know as soon as it's officially confirmed or if any other interesting rumors or leaks happen in the meantime. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Make sure to let us know your take in the comments down below. And we, for myself and Gabe, will say, Switch Force out.